Alright, so we have the midterm coming up Wednesday, July 26th. It's from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Again, it should take maybe 1.5 to 2 hours. Just kind of highlighting some things, the focus of Chapter 3 and some of 7. So you're going to have a few problems where you're solving exponential and logarithmic equations. So feel comfortable manipulating those type equations. Might see a compounded interest problem that's in there. Some word problems kind of showing what you know about solving a systems of equations, some stuff from Chapter 7. Describing the graphs, we did something like that in a lab. So with the exponential and logarithmic equations, being comfortable with those. Partial fraction decomposition, this is a skill that you'll use in a calculus class later on. But, you know, nothing too crazy with the partial fraction, but maybe one partial fraction decomposition. Some things where you're finding real zeros, so bring us back to the polynomials. And maybe going a little old school from a previous chapter. And so here's the directions for a particular part. So just make sure that you remember how to find intercepts and asymptotes, holes for rational functions. And so again, not looking for the Desmos answer. I'm looking for exact answers. So being comfortable with that. Some of these in your text, there's great places for partial fraction decomposition. They have some good word problems within these sections, and like 7.2 that might look familiar. So investment portfolios, there's problems like that in the WebAssign. Mixture problems. So these are a whole bunch of different type of examples. Nutrition, the airplane problems that really involved, creating that systems of equations and then solving. So again, you can always check your work graphically using Desmos, but make sure you can solve them algebraically too to get those exact answers. In Chapter 3, again, great places to look for problems to do are these chapter test or review exercises. When you are solving these equations, again, trying to find the exact answer, and then also looking at verifying that with Desmos. Put this equation in and then y equals 132 and find out where they intersect. So that's a great way to check your answers. Taking this one and instead of expanding them, combining them so you can solve it algebraically. So feel comfortable with these type of problems. But again, the chapter tests in Chapter 3 and in Chapter 7 are great places to give you some practice problems to prepare for the final. So, like last time, I think you're allowed a 3x5 index card. Whatever you want. Give you both sides, handwritten. But you can use those to put whatever you want. And you'll be able to use that during the final exam. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.